Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've noticed fuel prices rising in your country lately, you're not alone. Today we're exploring one of the most powerful places on Earth that most people have never heard of. It's called the Strait of Hormuz, also known locally as Hormuz. This narrow waterway is only 33 kilometers wide, yet it carries nearly 20% of the world's oil every single day. First, let's understand where it is and why it matters to the entire planet. Strait of Hormuz lies between Iran on the north and Oman and the United Arab Emirates on the south. It is the only sea exit from the entire Persian Gulf. Countries like Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Qatar, Kuwait, and Iraq have no other way to ship their oil to the world except through this narrow channel. At its narrowest point, the strait is just 21 miles wide. The shipping lanes are even tighter, forcing massive tankers to travel almost in single file. This makes it one of the most critical choke points in global trade. Any problem here can affect energy supplies across the planet. Now let's look at the numbers that reveal its true global importance. Every day, between 17 and 21 million barrels of crude oil and petroleum products pass through this strait. That's nearly 1/5 of all oil traded by sea worldwide. Most of it goes to Asia, especially China, India, Japan, and South Korea. Also carries massive amounts of liquefied natural gas and fertilizers that farmers and industries around the world depend on. This route is blocked. There are very few alternatives. Existing pipelines can only handle a small fraction of the volume. That's why experts call it the world's most important oil transit choke point. Now let's take a quick look at its history. The name comes from an ancient trading city that existed here for centuries, dealing in silk, spices, and dates. Later it saw influence from various powers, but its real importance today is strategic and economic. Because it's so narrow and has no alternative sea route, control over this strait gives enormous global influence. Because it's so narrow and has no alternative sea route, control over this strait gives enormous global influence. It truly is the gatekeeper of global energy. Now let's talk about what's happening right now in 2025 and 2026. In 2025, rising tensions led to serious threats of closing the strait. Then in 2026, restrictions were placed on shipping. Prices jumped sharply around the world. The threat alone is enough to move markets because Iran has thousands of naval mines and advanced missiles ready. Even with some reopenings, the situation remains unpredictable and tense. So why does this matter to people around the world? When global oil prices rise, fuel becomes more expensive everywhere. This affects transportation, food prices, and daily life in almost every country. Economies from Asia to Europe and beyond feel the impact. Higher energy costs can slow down growth and increase inflation. This one narrow waterway really does act like a global pressure point. In short, the Strait of Hormuz is not just a body of water. If you found this explanation helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos that explain how the world really works.